Hello YouTube family, I am Vinay Kumar and I would like to welcome you again in your own YouTube channel. So before we dive into this lecture, I would like to give you an overview what exactly we are going to cover over here. So in this video we will be covering SQL constraints basically. Those are like primary key, foreign key, not null and not null, unique, default. These are the some important in terms of interview and in terms of your table designing. These are the like some important constant I have included in this session, and I'll be covering one by one in separate video. And if I talk about the basically the how the things will go, first we will discuss the basic meaning, what exactly a particular constraint trying to say, and the syntax and the implementation, where do we implement that thing, and the interview question along with that. So the I have divided this video in three phases. Basically I will be covering in a single video basic syntax, interview question, and the theory part. All the constants are very important in terms of interview, in terms of your practice. So like be attentive and focus. Let's get started from here. So SQL constraint. So what exactly SQL constraint all about? If I talk about in terms of meaning, the synonym constraint, basically it states that there should be a constraint in terms of limitation or boundation in terms of anything. If I talk about the in terms of technicality, SQL constraint are rule and condition applied to a column in a table. Basically whenever we are going to design a particular table, we have to provide as per our BRD. Like it is not a hypothetical that we have to put particular constraint on a column. Basically we have separate BRD or let's say SOP whenever we are creating a particular table. So we have to maintain that kind of flow, which column should contain which kind of constraint. And what exactly another line is saying, it ensure that accuracy, integrity, and the reliability of the data store within a table. What exactly it is trying to say, whenever we put any kind of constraint, it provide limitation, and whenever it gets violated, let's say if I have uh, define a primary key for a particular column, and someone is trying to put another thing as per their key feature, so definitely it will throw an error. So this kind of stuffs, this accuracy, integrity, and reliability comes from this thing constraint. So these are the like basic key feature of constraint. And we have almost six type of constraint in SQL. And there could be like I'm using SQL Server, so I'm just including this thing. There are another RDBMS system, so I'm just covering this SQL Server basically. So we have like first of all we will covering primary key, then not null, then unique, then default, then foreign key, then check. I am hoping that till now you are clear what exactly constraint is, where do we use that thing, and like why it is important. So it maintains accuracy, integrity, reliability in a table whenever we are creating like any kind of table in a database. So it take care what exactly we are defining a rule for the particular column, it should be meet. Okay, so let's get started with primary key constraint, and we will be talking in this entire video for particularly primary key constraint only. Let's get started. So like we have primary key constraint and what exactly it is. So we'll be going through this thing like in depth. So be with me. I hope you must have read this primary key constraint, what exactly primary key is, and may like you may have faced some kind of interview question over here where we define like what exactly primary key is, like, and we say it is the combination of unique and not null. But I would like to add on something here which will give you a little sharpness in your preparation. So basically what like it is good that it is a uniqueness and the not null, but what about the definition and the relationship? You have, if you are adding this kind of stuffs in your interview, you will get an extra edge in comparison to other competitors, or let's say candidate. So what exactly primary key do? First of all, you have to define that thing, not like you have to tell like what is the key feature. Basically these are the key feature of primary key, and like, and you have to provide the first the definition, then you have to provide the this thing, the uniqueness or the unique features of primary key. So if you read this, just I'm just reading and making sure that you will be able to understand what exactly written over here. A primary key constraint is a type of SQL constraint, okay, and you have to you don't have to mug up this thing, you have to just clarify your thoughts what exactly these constraints are. Don't mug up all the things, because if there would be any twist you are going to blank. So just clear your concept over here. So I'm just reiterating. Primary key is a constraint in a type primary key constraint is a type of SQL constraint that what exactly it ensure the uniqueness and integrity of a data. Getting my point? You have to tell this what exactly primary key is all about, and these are the features. Getting my point? I'm not saying these are the not like you don't have to say, but still this is the definition of your primary key, and these are the key feature of your primary key, okay. And the next line are saying it serves as a unique identifier of each row in the table, okay. What exactly the key point is? Unique identifier in the table, and it is like one of the most critical because it gives like uniqueness in the particular column. So we are going to just dive into its more characteristic of primary key constraint. So I hope till now you are clear, and we will be diving into the further things. Like first we will be talking about uniqueness, second we will be talking about not null, then identification, then relationship. These four are most crucial like characteristic of primary key constraint. So I hope that you will be uh, understanding what exactly I'm trying to say over here. And let's get started with uniqueness. What exactly uniqueness is? So what exactly written over here? A primary key constraint enforces that the value is specific column. Let's say I have a primary key in my employee ID. So the primary key constraint will put a constraint on, or say limitation, that if I have like already given any, let's say A001 for a particular employee, then there could not be any another employee with the same employee ID. So basically enforce that the value specific column are unique for each row in a table. This is what I am trying to say, and this is the definition. And another line is saying this means that no two row can have same value in the primary key column. The same thing it written over here. Let's say I have given an employee of A001 with this employee ID, and another day another employee get hired, and I am trying to give a same ID. Let's say by mistake I am giving the same ID, so it will give an error for primary key violation, and it will put a particular constant on that particular column. I hope till now you are clear. And it also prevent the duplicacy in the data. So this is the first feature we have just understood, and the another we are going to have, which is not null. Basically that particular column, like for those we are assigning primary key, it should not be null. Let's say that for a particular employee, the employee number should be present as per, like if you are defining any if we are defining primary key for that particular is their employee ID, irrespective of other column, whatever it could be, it doesn't matter for their particular employee ID. If we are defining that primary key, that particular employee ID, so it will follow these two things. First of all, uniqueness and not null. So it is a characteristic of the of primary key, and the same thing is written over here, cannot null value. This means that their every row in table must have a valid value in primary key column. The same thing I have just told to you. Now we are diving into the third characteristic, which is identification. The identification means basically, let's say whenever we are performing any update, insert, delete statement, or let's say any like let's say join, union, and this kind of stuffs state in our query. So we always try to find a unique column. Let's say in a like employee table we have employee ID, department we have department ID, or let's say if I talk about in my scenario, we have uh, insurance premium, so we have their batch ID, their proposal ID, these kind of stuffs we have. So it is the most important thing, basic, or you can say characteristic of primary key, where it provides the identification whenever we are like doing any kind of like creating query and all. So it gives the unique value, unique column, so we can do our operations. The same thing is written over here. The primary key is uniquely identify each row in a table. It provides a way to access reference specifically row in a table effect efficiently. Okay, the same thing I was trying to say. Now the last point, which is relationship. So if I talk about the basically relationship, it is most important thing again. So let's say I have a table of proposal in terms of insurance premium, and I have employee data. So for that particular, let's say I have proposal ID, primary key in our employee data, and the proposal key again, uh, primary key in this another proposal table. So for like for this employee table, this proposal is primary key, and for this proposal table it could be foreign key. So these are creating relationship between whenever we are performing joins and other kind of stuff for retrieving the retrieving the data. I hope till now you are clear. The same thing written over here. Primary key are often used to stabilizing relationship between tables in a relationship database. In another table can be have foreign key, the same thing I was trying to say, and the primary key another table. Let's say for a particular column is primary key in a table, and same not same the same kind of attribute in in another table, it could be they are referencing or getting relationship between in terms of primary key and foreign key. The foreign key will be covering in next videos. So I hope till now you are clear, and let's have the syntax for this particular constraint, primary key constraint. So as I always say, don't mug up, just remember the thing with your knowledge. So what exactly the syntax is whenever we are creating any table? So create table, it is a basic syntax for creating any kind of thing, any kind of table. Then table name whatever you want, as per your BRD you have to provide. Then column requirements, and you know that you can provide any primary key. Let's say you are creating a student table, okay, and you are providing the student ID as a primary key, so you can put a primary key after putting the data type. I hope you are aware about the data type. If you are not, please ping in the comment section. I will make a separate video what kind of data type we have. So these are the table structure, or you can say syntax we have. And if we want to alter, let's say I have missed something and I haven't defined any primary key in our table, so we can do by using alter table, column name, and add. It is a like statement you have to provide, and you can do. So this is the basic syntax. Don't mug up all the things, just make sure you are able to uh, remember. Just remember the syntax, this basic one, and you can do whatever you want. So just, and we have some interview question over here. So primary key interview question we will be discussing in this. So first question, what is the purpose of primary key constant and why it is important in a database? Okay, so we are just going back. So for answering this question, you can refer this thing, and I will be providing this PPT in a comment in description. You can download and give the answer. So basically the answer would be ensuring the uniqueness and integrity in the table. Okay, second question we have, what is the default action of primary key constant when trying to insert a duplicate value or null value? Basically to throw an error. We will be covering this thing in the same video with the help of SQL Server. The next question is, how can you define a primary key constant when you're creating in the table? As I have told you in the syntax part, you can just create table, then table name, and you have to provide the columns name, and as per your BID or your requirement you can provide after getting, let's say the same example I'm taking for student ID. Whenever we are providing the int data type, then we have to provide like this primary key text over after this, and you this automatically it will done by the SQL Server. So I hope till now you're clear. What happens if you attempt to insert a row, a record with a value that violate the primary key? Again, it will throw an error of primary key violation. Can a table have multiple column primary key? If so, how would you define a composite key? So we will be discussing this question in the next video, because it is like one of the most important question in terms of interview. We can contain multiple primary key, but it totally depends on our criteria which column we have to use as a primary key. Now another question we have, what is the benefit of using primary key? So data retrieval of data will be there, duplicacy redundancy will be removed with the with the use of this primary key constant. The last question we have, how can you alter an existing table or add or remove whatever it is? So basically it is what exactly it is saying. So you have to alter a table which have already primary key and all. So I hope till now you are clear with all the stuffs. I know these videos are my all videos are getting almost more than 15 minutes, but I try to give whatever knowledge I have, and I hope that till now you are clear with the theoretical parts. Let's dive into the SQL Server, so we can just look what exactly we can figure it out where the primary key is. So now we are on the SQL Server Management Studio. So I would like to ask, please pay attention, because we are going to do something which is most important thing. So I am in my sample DB over here, and let's say if you want to find like you are dealing with the new data and use a new table basically. So you are not aware what exactly the primary key and other constraints are available while performing any kind of changes in your table and all. So what exactly you have to do? First you have to select the table name, so database first. Just click on that, you will be finding tables, and let's say I'm using this order table. Okay, I have just executed and I found there is order ID, customer, employee ID. Okay, so what exactly table name is? Order ID, sorry, orders. So order is here. I am expanding, and the columns we have, just click on the column, and you can find over here the constraints are already defined. Let's say for our order ID it is pk means primary key. For customer ID it is fk, foreign key. Again there is another foreign key, it means we can have multiple foreign key in a table. Then the shipper, we have also foreign key. I hope till now you are clear. And what exactly other, let's say this employee ID, where is this employee ID? We have here, we have for the sake of time I'm just using like whatever I've written in the PPT. So we have the same let's say the table structure we have table student, and I'm just creating that. Okay, now we'll be seeing this thing, what exactly it replicates. Whenever you have done some let's say updation deleted, so just go over there and just refresh that. So it basically what exactly it does, it refresh the management studio, and we know that the database is sample db. Just click on that, the tables, and find out for student, it is expanding. So just we have this database. So in this database I have just created in this database this particular student table. So I'm just opening that thing. Just click on plus icon, then click on table. Then we have student table. Just click on plus icon, and you can find that student table have PK, which is primary key constant. I hope till now you are clear. So it is all about this video till now. So I hope you are aware of what exactly primary key. So don't like give the bookishing example, proper give the example what exactly primary key, the definition, then the key features of this thing. Not just randomly say that it is a combination of unique value and the not null. It is not a good answer. So we are at the end of this video, and the next video will be covering not null constraint, again one of the most crucial part of this constraint series. I hope you will be liking this video, and I'll be providing this question in the comments in the description. You can download from a Google Drive, and I hope you have just. So here is the final end. Thank you so much guys for paying your attention. I hope you are liking this video, and I would like to thank you, my debug analytics family, for supporting me. And please do like and subscribe my channel if you liking this video, because it is so important for me. uh, Thank you so much. Have a nice day ahead. Bye bye.